Hi guys, in today's video I share 6 things I wish I knew when going through labor naturally. Hi guys, my name is Yana Shellman and on this channel I talk about motherhood, life, work. I'm a work-at-home mom. I have 2 little boys, so there's a lot I need to manage, and on this channel I share about my experiences and what works in my life and what doesn't, and hopefully this helps to you as well in your journey. And in today's video, being a mom, I feel like every mom wants to share their birth story, their experiences at the hospital, and all those good things. So today I am sharing 6 things I wish I knew before going through the natural labor. And as I have mentioned, I did have both of my boys naturally. I did not have any pain medication. Well, the second one I was induced with him, but again there was an induction medicine but not the pain relief medication, so I did not get epidural with either one of them. So if you want to check out their stories, I'm going to link them in the cards as well as in the description of this video, so you can watch those for your entertainment later if you would like to. But the point of this video is things that I wish I knew. So I think number 1 is that with your contractions, you are not just going through pain for the sake of going through pain. You're not just trying to survive the pain, but the pain is actually your body opening up and your babies being released into the world. So with my first one, I really struggled because I think I was just suffering through all of the contractions. And the funny thing, not very funny, after the labor, my whole body was sore from neck to probably not the toe, but like my whole body was sore because I would tense up so much from experiencing pain. With the second birth, my doctor, I had a different doctor because we moved, and she told me, though not life-changing, the birth-changing phrase. She said release, like relax and release, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that makes so much sense. So it's not the pain that you need to survive it. The pain is there to open your body and let the baby out. So if you are planning on having the birth naturally and not getting the pain relief, I hope this phrase helps you as well. The thing number 2, I was told about it, but I did not realize how real that tip was, and sorry, it's a little TMI, but whatever. Pushing, when you went through all the contractions, and then when you're actually pushing the baby out, it basically feels and uses exact same mechanics in your body as when you were doing number 2, going to the bathroom, which is, I was told that this is exactly the feeling, but I somehow did not put it into my mind, into my perspective. So if you're pregnant right now and you're preparing to go through labor, if you're thinking about going it naturally or not, see, I did not do epidural, so I'm not sure how you feel having an epidural, but it is the same feelings, whatever. If you're going through labor naturally, whenever you're going to the bathroom, just feel those feelings and put it in your brain, and then whenever you have to push the baby out, this is exactly what you will be doing. I am not sure if your doctor will remind you about this or no. My first doctor was really good about repeating that to me again and again and again, and then he just would say to me, do number 2, Yana. It was kind of funny, but when you're in so much pain, you kind of just like, you need to do it, so you just do it. But with the second one, I knew what I had to do, so I just concentrated and did this. So this is a very helpful tip. You must remember that. The thing number 3 is that you don't really know what to expect from the labor, and the things that you will want and things that you will not want, you have no idea. When I was preparing for the labor, I read all those things that, oh, you will probably want the back rub, you probably will want the hot tub or hot shower, you will love to sit on the bouncy ball, and walking really helps, music, all of those things were not what I wanted. I did not want to be touched. I did not want to listen any of the music. I didn't want to do anything, basically. I just wanted to sit concentrate on my breathing, concentrate on the pain, and just go through it without any other stimulations, because that was so intense. I feel like that was like the most intense stimulation ever that my body was doing, that I could not tolerate anything else. So I feel like whenever you are going to go through labor, just know that the emotional support is wonderful. The availability to have a bathtub is amazing, because maybe you will want to do those things and maybe they will relieve some of the pain for you. But don't think that you will want certain things, or no, just be prepared to have them all or none. Tip number 4, or thing number 4, is that if you do not like nurses or medical staff, I mean, you cannot get rid of your doctor probably, but if nurses are not treating you in a certain way, you probably can ask to change them. And again, right now I'm talking about United States. Obviously in all other countries, in majority of the countries, this is not an option, but in US, the medical personnel is, in most of the cases, are wonderful, but some of the cases not so much. And if you see that there's something going on that you do not like, that is truly wrong, not just because you're in pain and in a bad mood or something like this, but if something is going on that you potentially think is wrong, you can. My girlfriend actually gave me the most brilliant wording of it. When she was going through labor, she just asked another nurse, and she's like, oh, is that nurse not in a good mood? Or like, is there something wrong with her day to day? And I'm like, this is so brilliant. Like, she's not saying that, oh, she has an attitude. She's just curiously wondering, oh, is she okay? And she told me that she never saw that nurse again. The thing number 5 is that you can tear, and that is okay. It hurts, but it was not as bad as I expected it to be. For some reason, like, just thinking of tearing and like ripping your flesh, oh, sorry, I don't want to sound too gross, but it sounds very scary. But going through labor naturally, there is a lot of pain, and you go through very intense pain. And I feel like it, at least in my case, pushing, as I mentioned in my birth stories, I did say that pushing felt very satisfying, and as if there was actually doing something that is coming to the end. And tearing did hurt, but I felt like it was not as bad. Like, I think I was more scared of it than the whole experience was. And again, maybe it is for everyone, and it might be different, but at least in my case, it was not as horrible as I was scared of it. And the last thing was that how amazingly accomplished I will feel after delivering the baby naturally. And see, again, this is like so not fair, because I did not deliver the baby with epidural or through C-section or like in any other way, so I would not know. But I would think that all moms feel extremely accomplished. However, I feel like I had my mind set on going through labor naturally, and I did. So I feel like maybe that's why I have this feeling inside of me. I'm like, I was so proud of myself. However, again, I don't want to sound unfair, or like as if going through labor with epidural is not difficult, or not. It is difficult. I'm sure there's lots of, first of all, you do have to go through pain prior to this a lot before you get epidural, and then like recovery after epidural is no fun either. So you just need to choose the path that you want to. And I guess, yeah, the last point kind of doesn't count as a natural labor thing, because I'm pretty sure every mom feels extremely accomplished having the baby and like going through the pregnancy and delivering the baby. But yes, it is extremely satisfying to do what you want to do. Oh, that's not true. Okay, now I remember. That is true that women who experience C-section do feel as if they did not accomplish what they wanted to do. But again, that is unfair, because in most of the cases, C-sections are not, people would not opt in for a C-section, and most of the times that is an emergency thing that is happening to them. So even though they're disappointed with their experience and with the final result, it's not their fault at all, and this is so out of the control. So they should feel accomplished for having the pregnancy, for going through possibly some contractions or whatever, just creating life. So yeah, I feel like this point kind of doesn't count, but every mom having a baby, going through labor, should feel very accomplished and very proud of herself. So those are my 6 things that I wish I knew before going through labor naturally, and I hope that helps you to decide if you, I mean, that was not very pro and cons of the natural labor versus epidural or anything like this. I hope it encourages you to do some more research to see if this is something that you would like to go through, and I hope it was fun for you to hear my thing. If you have any other questions, any requests, feel free to leave me a comment below this video or message me on social media, and I would love to answer your questions. Have a wonderful day, you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.